Hello to all my lovely subscribers. I would like to take this opportunity to remind you all that the yearly readings for 2022 are out. I have posted those and they are available for you to book your own personalised yearly reading via my website. Please note that this offer is only available till January 31, 2022. So it's a limited time offer. So if you're interested, make sure that you book your yearly reading before that offer expires so that you don't miss out. Hello, my lovely Cancerians. Welcome to your reading for November 2021. This is a general reading for you, Cancer. It's a reading for Cancer Sun, Rising and Moon sign. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and book a reading from there. Just a reminder in case you've missed the introduction, my yearly readings for 2022 are out. If you would like to book a personalised yearly reading, then you can also book that via my website. That's a limited time only, so it's available till the end of January 2022. If you're interested in that, make sure you book and you don't miss out. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting on my channel. I really appreciate your support. If you like this video and would like to give me a thumbs up, that I would appreciate that. Helps to get my video out there and helps support my channel, which in turn helps me to bring more of these videos to you. So thank you for that. My lovely Cancerians, I've been meditating on your energy to see what energy you're sitting in November, and it's an interesting one. It's about, I just see you breaking through boundaries. You're breaking through boundaries that have kept you in a particular place through other people's expectations, other people wanting you to be who they want you to be, breaking through those restrictions, those bonds. Very often when we're around people that love us and want us to stay within a community or within that group, and they have set expectations of you in that group, it's also limiting you to become who you want to become, to grow, to expand, to be your true self, to go with the flow of your inner guidance. And so you're going to, I feel like come November, you're going to feel like you need to challenge that. It's about having the courage to break free, to move forward, to dance to the beat of your own drum. Doesn't mean you need to leave these people behind, or the situation, or this community or family or whatever it is, work environment. It simply means it's about having that internal shift, creating a shift in you so that you have the courage to be yourself in that group. And if you can't be yourself in that group, then it's about stepping out and finding your own truth. So that's the channeled message that I have for you. I'm going to draw a card from the archetypes, my archetypes deck, to see what energy is coming through for you. Of course, Mercury is now no longer in retrograde, so things are going to start to flow, start to move forward, I want to say to you. So if you've been impacted, it depends where Mercury is on your natal chart, but if you've been impacted by Mercury being in retrograde, and we all are in varying degrees, depends where it sits on your chart, that's now moving forward. That's now moving forward. Okay, so let's have a look at what you've got here. You've got, interesting, you've got the village. The village is our family, our community. So it speaks of community. And it's about needing the support of a community, needing the support of your family, needing the support of your tribe. But and working within that, but also recognizing when it's time to leave those constraints, leave that boundary, expand out into the future horizon, or discover who you are, not as a part of a group, but as an individual. What are your desires? What is your truth? And learning to explore that. You know, it's not about abandoning that situation either, because you can go back and revisit and replenish, but then also move out. It's a bit like in a family situation where you have your children and you look after them, you nurture them, you watch them grow, you provide for them, but then they listen to what you have to say and your values and your morals and your opinions. But then they get to an age where they start to be influenced by peers, and they start to discover what their ideas are, what their values are, and they eventually then fly the coop. They leave the nest. They move out to find their own place in the world. And this is where you are, Cancer. You are at this point where it's about boundaries. It's about conditioning. It's about leaving that behind so you can find your place. And that's the energy that's coming through for you in November. I'm going to draw a card from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. Let's see what this says about the energy, about what's coming through for you. Let's have a look at, can I have a card please for Cancer? Card for Cancer. My lovely Cancerians. Oh, there we go. Okay, so let's have a look. Oh, 2 cards. Okay, so what do you have? It's interesting. You've got the drum. You're dancing to the beat of your own drum. You know, you've got the dancing to the beat of your own drum, creating your own tune, creating your own music, finding out who you are. And you've also got wind. Both of those, wind denotes movement, it denotes moving on. It's going with the flow. It's having that movement, you know, not being stagnant, not staying in the same place. I'm going to read those for you and get further meaning from that. So let's have a look at the drum first. Here we go. The drum. The drum invites you to take the next bold step in your journey. Well, there you go. The forces of heaven and earth are aligned behind you, supporting effortless action. So it's ease and grace. Any change you want to bring in, it's always about ease and grace. This is not a time to push against the river. The current will take you exactly where you want to go once you jump in. Collect your power tools and summon your courage, because it's going to be a wild and glorious journey. Allow yourself to be carried by the rhythm of what is really essential in your life. You travel to the beat of a different drum. It's time to acknowledge you do not fit a mold or role or relationship that is not in tune with you. Find your rhythm. Respond to the heartbeat of the distant drum. The price you pay for lingering becomes higher with each passing day. Now's the time to move on. So, Cancerians, it's time to discover the self. It's time to move on from whatever is no longer working for you. You've outgrown it. Let's have a look at the wind. When the spirit of the wind comes calling, it's a sign of change. Perhaps you need to change your mind about something. Perhaps an old way of doing things has become automatic, and now you've gained greater clarity. You can make a new choice. Regardless of what the change is, you can expect to be understood and to have clear communication with others at this time. Ideas are solid, and the shift that is being called for is in the highest good of all. So it's interesting because the energy that's coming through for you is very much about embracing change, about breaking free from the chains that are binding you or holding you back. You have shifted. You are now a different person, my lovely Cancerian. It's time now to embrace what's coming, having the courage to follow your your dreams, your desires, I'm hearing, your passions. Something, you know, where you felt, I want to say where you felt bound or tied to a particular situation, you've now truly broken free from it. And it's about a journey of self-discovery. Who are you? Who do you want to become? Not even who do you want to become, who do you want to be? You know, who are you in your essence? What are your interests? I want to say to you, my lovely Cancerians. Okay, you've got the Queen of Swords here. Now, the Queen of Swords can be male or female, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini person, sun, rising, moon sign. That is from your past, someone from your past that is there. That are you leaving them behind? Someone that you're leaving behind? Someone that you're moving on from? And I also get a sense of, for some of you, this is an energy of really thinking about, having a lot of thoughts about others and what is the best for a situation, whether or not you need to move on from it, whether or not you need to change. You've been giving something a lot of thought. There's been a lot of talk. There's been a lot of negotiation. There's been a lot of talking, a lot of thoughts. So that's sort of come to a conclusion, I feel. When we're moving into November, you've got the Five of Pentacles. Now, for you, there's this sense of loss here, or this sense of, why is my life not falling into place? This sense of things are falling into place for everybody else, why not me? This sense of being left out in the cold. So are you being left out in the cold? Is someone shutting you out? But understand that this is not the reality. The reality is that everything you need is shining on you. You have everything that you need. So I want to say to you, where your situation has changed, they're telling me here, where your situation has changed, doesn't mean it's changed for the worse. You're going to see the benefits and the successes of that change. You're going to see how your life is going to get better. So there is no sense of being left out in the cold. There's a brighter future. There's something there for you. So while you might be feeling a little bit like, oh, you know, things didn't work out, you know, things are not working out for me. You may have been retrenched. A relationship may not have worked. Something's where you're okay. So that fits with what I channeled for you in the beginning. Whatever's happened has caused you to want to leave a situation, either physically or emotionally or mentally. There's a change, and that's leaving the community, leaving the group, leaving the boundaries, the constraints that were there. And you're thinking, oh, wow, will I do this? Is it the right thing to do? You will find out that it is going to be very beneficial for you. It is the right thing to do. So I hope that makes sense to you. You've got the Knight of Pentacles as well. So this is, you know, it's going to allow you forward movement. It's going to allow you the courage to move forward, to relay your foundations, relay who you are. This is an earth sign. It's about foundations. It's about the basics in life: love, shelter, food, finances, money, you know, to do what you want to do. These foundations you're laying, and that's because you're leaving the constraints of something, and you're able to redesign your reality. You're going to start seeing the benefits of that. They're going to be coming through very quickly and very strongly in the beginning of November, is what I want to say to you. Then you've got the Page of Cups. So it's going to allow you to plan for your future. It's about your emotional future. There's a new relationship here. So it's really about healing the heart for you, my lovely Cancerians, healing the heart and planning for your emotional future moving ahead, feeling safe, feeling secure, knowing you've made the right choices and decisions. What do you want to do? How do you want to plan your future? What do you want on an emotional level? There's messages, texts, emails going backwards and forwards. There's communication on a romantic level here that is around you, that is going backwards and forwards. So what do you want to put in place? What do you want to have moving forward? And it's interesting because you've got the Two of Cups. There's a soulmate connection here. There's a connection with someone here that is meant to be. It's going to be quite a strong connection. It's going to be quite a strong and instant attraction. It can be a new romantic relationship. It can be the strengthening and more commitment in an existing relationship. It can also be, if you don't want a relationship, that's okay. It can also just be you feeling emotionally stronger and connecting with like-minded people. This can also be friendships that are soulmates. People that are going to come into your life that are going to play a significant role, a significant part in your life. They're telling me to draw a card for you, so I will. Let me get this. They want this deck. All right. Let's have a look at giving me more information on this. It's a karmic connection, so it's fated to be. The connections that you're making in November are going to be quite significant connections. They're meant to be connections. They're fated to be connections. Encouragement. It's really interesting because if you look at this card, encouragement. It's a love connection. So feel encouraged to pursue that, to expand on a heart space level, open up your emotions. And of course you're a water sign, so you deal on an emotional level. Open up those emotions, make connections, make those karmic connections either in friendship or in a relationship, whatever it is for you. On a work front, there is a lot of work there for you. You're going to be burning the midnight oil. For some of you who's applying for study, a new course, there's either completion of a course or a beginning of a course. There's learning that is going to lead to employment or work. And that is also going to give you the financial stability that you're seeking. So work is going to be on the increase around you. It can also be, for some of you, a promotion or a new job. Maybe that's that dissatisfaction of breaking out of those boundaries and getting this a new position, a new job, a new promotion. But there's money that's going to come from that. There's money coming from your effort. So even if you're working for yourself or who's artistic, who's doing something artistic, there's going to be some rewards coming your way with that as well. It's not a windfall that you win. It's something that you do through your efforts. It's rewards that you do through your efforts. Now, if it's not financial rewards, it's rewards of appreciation and gratitude and recognition by your peers, which lifts your self-esteem. So there's that as well. Let's get some. Can I have a card, please, to explain that? You're going to be busy. So you're either working and getting the rewards of that, or you're going to be busy helping others, helping family members, but there is a busy time coming for you that you're going to enjoy. It's going to bring you a great deal of satisfaction. It is going to, the Queen of Earth is going to change your reality for the better. There's going to be such a shift in how you live and such a shift in your reality you're not going to know yourself. It's a positive change. It's a positive shift. It's going to fulfill you. It's going to bring a lot of richness to your life. That doesn't just mean money. It's richness in many other ways as well. Joy and connections with people and happiness, feeling like you belong. So I really like that. You've also got the Knight of Cups. So this connection that you make earlier on in November is going to really move ahead. Now, timing's going to be different. Some of you have made this connection already, but it's about moving ahead on an emotional level. So if you're in a relationship already, it's about moving it to the next level, moving it to a higher level. If you're starting a relationship, it's about it taking off. So there's positive results, there's positiveness that comes out of that that connection. Don't be afraid to move ahead. Don't be afraid to face whatever it is that you're needing to face on any blocks. Unblock those because it will move ahead. New start. There's a new emotional start for you. There's a new emotional start in a relationship. There's a new emotional start for work. Wherever you're working, there's a new emotional start there. If you have your own business, there's a kickstart and a new emotional sense of well-being and sense of emotional balance, a sense of enthusiasm and joy for what you're doing and what's coming up for you. But there's a big turning point that's coming for you in November. It's wow, look at this. Wow, you've got the Lovers as well. There's no mixing words here. This is your love life's going to take a really big turn. There is karmic connections here. The Lovers are about karmic connections. It can be karmic connections on work, karmic connections with people that you meet, but I really feel like I want to say to you, it's going to be quite an explosive dynamite attraction. It's karmically meant to be. Everything falls into place. There is this instant attraction for someone here that is it's what you're seeking. It's something you're seeking. It's something that you're wanting to bring into your life. It's something that you're wanting to have. So it's something that you've desired, that you've brought into your reality, I want to say. Okay, all that glitters. So I need to read that as well. I feel like I want to say to you, all that glitters, it's really bright. It's really positive, but be mindful too. This is your warning. I feel like I want to say there's masks there. It's about, okay, just be sure that you're giving your heart and it's going to be well received. Okay, there's a mutual feeling here as well. I want to say to you, let's read that and see what it says. 16, all that glitters. A need to see beyond the superficial, the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature, trying to be something you're not, chasing after every sparkly new thing, being mercurial. It's only human to want to adorn oneself in trinkets and pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status or deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, a big house, a title or position, the stamp of authority or the sparkling of diamonds, these icons let you know something about a person, place or thing, or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it's time to see beyond the adornments. So it's about, this person that you meet, really looking at the real person. Looking through what might be played up. But I feel like it's also saying, I want to say to you, that job you want to go for, that's karmically there for you, does it really provide the satisfaction that you're wanting? Are you jumping out of the pan into the fire? Is it being played up because they want you to take on that position, and once you're in that position, the reality hits? When you're connecting with someone new, or even if you're in a relationship, is that relationship providing everything that you need? Or is it something that, are you working harder at that relationship than your partner is to make it work? Is it an equal thing? If you're meeting someone new, are you breaking through the mask breaking through people talking themselves up? Are you looking at the real person? Is what is there for you. But I feel like that connection is going to be a really, really strong one. And I feel like you're doing that. You're really looking at it and going, okay, I really want to be sure about this. I don't feel like it's a big issue because there's success there. This is a marriage, a celebration of some sort, a connection. There's joyous times ahead. So there's some sort of celebration coming up. There's success in the relationship, in the new job. So there's success coming up around you in November. By the end of November, you're going to be feeling pretty smart, pretty happy. Things have worked out really well. You're really discovering who you are, and you're making connections with like-minded people, with your tribe. The Lantern Oracle. Let's have a look at what this says here. Radical self-acceptance, and it is about self-acceptance. You are perceived the way you perceive yourself. And so it's about you just being you in whatever you do in November. Know that you're confident, know that you're lovable, know that you're good at your work, know that you're capable, and that's how other people. So if you're going to go for a job promotion or a job interview, just be yourself. Be yourself, and know that you can achieve whatever it is you're wanting to achieve. Divine abundance. Let's have a look at what that has for you. What does that have in store for you? Well, that's interesting. Delusion. Intention without surrender can be a fast path to delusion. So it really is with this change that's coming in for you, with this discovering of the self. It's a time for you to be true to yourself. Don't be who other people want you to be, is what I'm hearing, because you're just going from one situation into the same situation. Really be yourself and understand that people will, it's this self-acceptance. If you accept yourself, people will accept who you are or who you're becoming. So you need to be honest, have no mask, have no illusion or delusions about who you are. Lose the mask and be who you are, and you will be loved for that. You'll be promoted for that. That's fantastic. So I wish you many, many blessings, my lovely Cancerians. If you'd like to book a private reading, you can follow the link below to my website and book a reading from there. Equally, if you would like a yearly reading, make sure you get in before the end of January 2022 to book that. Love, light, and blessings to you.